Welcome to another Transformers Prime review. This time we're looking at the Deluxe Class Knockout figure from the Robots in the Skies Revealer subline. Now, as many have said before, this is a very tiny car, but I don't mind because Knockout is supposed to be a small, very sleek sports car, and it fits with the character. It's not too awfully small either. I mean, yeah, you can see he is smaller than Bumblebee here, but he's not like, half the size. He's just more streamlined. He's not a muscle car, he's a sports car, so, I mean, it fits with the design. And this has got a lot of criticism for the paint job. Like, these, scratches that were actually painted on, I can understand, how people wouldn't like that because, I mean, it doesn't really fit in with the character. I mean, he throws some major bitch fits if he gets scratches on his doors. So, and it has some gold here in the front, but I don't mind the maroon kind of color on the hood and on the sides. Just I wish they would have had the gold on the wheels here. I might add that in later myself just to give that a little extra. Just whatever. Just that extra little detail to it. And it has some ports here on the side, so you can take his weapon and attach it to either side, but that just looks stupid. I mean, why would you do that? Other than that, it looks really nice. I really do like the clear headlights, and back looks kind of plain though, but it's alright. But however, I get a little bit of trouble getting mine to roll. Try to push along. The wheels don't move. Push along this way. This wheel sometimes move. I mean, I'm not getting any clearance issues. You can see there. Everything's right. Just, I don't know. Not a huge deal, but it's just really kind of odd. Start the transformation. First thing I'm going to do is just grab the back, extend it out, separate the legs, rotate this piece all the way around on both sides. Now this foot hinge is really kind of weird. It's kind of this curved piece here, and that makes me really nervous because it feels really tight at certain spots, and I'm just really afraid that's going to break at some point. Kind of a weird design, if I do say so. And I do. Gotta go to the top here, separate the roof out. Arms are a little bit weird. They gotta swing them around like this. This whole little hinge here, still pretty neat. Rotate this little piece up that goes covering his head and flip up the grill. I'll finish the arms once I get the torso in place. Rotate this down, and the head is supposed to pop up by itself, but I've always had to aid it every time, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong or if mine's defective, but it really doesn't bother me. It's just kind of a pain sometimes to try to get the head out. And this will attach right here, and the grill will wrap around his waist. Now, like everyone said, leaving these pieces here is what the official transformation is, but that's what all professional photographers have taken and what the instructions say. But what you're really supposed to do is raise them up right here and click them on place there, because there's this groove here. They just rest in there and it's more accurate. Just like that. rotate the arm out. Fold that in. Yeah, you're supposed to have the this little hinge in the forearm. Really kind of confusing how the instructions have everything set up, including the arms and chest. Do the same thing for this side. Like so. Oh man, these shoulder joints are really touchy. Alright, and there is Knockout in robot mode. Now, my first initial impressions of him was that I thought he was pretty bad looking. But in person, really the only thing that bothers me is this torso section right here. He looks kind of chunky. But other than that, I really like the way he looks. I think the face is a little bit simplified, almost like an animated figure, which kind of bothers me a little bit, but I still really like him. Articulation, he has swivel in the neck joint, ball joint in the neck. Does have ball jointed shoulder, and his shoulder pieces can move too. Swivel in the bicep. Little bit of elbow articulation, but the whole arm assembly feels finicky. No waist articulation. Ball joint in the hip. Really good knee joint and some foot posability. So you can get moderate poses with him, just nothing too crazy. Just another thing in this this whole thing keeps on trying to sink in, so his head just pops in and out at awkward times. So he is kind of awkward to handle sometimes. Pardon me for my cough. I've been having this cough as this will not go away. As I've had for like 2 weeks. You can take his weapon, his kind of spear looking thing. Well, you already saw it. It can split into two weapons, kind of the dagger and this thing. You can hold in both hands. But I prefer keep it in one piece like this. Can have it hold him in his hand, which I'm doing a pretty bad job demonstrating that, but there you go. Or there's a peg right here that will actually peg into the one of the holes in his back. You can have him stored like that, which doesn't look too bad. Overall, I think this figure it's okay. It's lacking a little bit of accuracy. Some of the transformation bits are a little bit overly complicated, especially in the arms. I think the whole torso could have been executed a little bit better, but overall it looks a lot better in person than what initial pictures of it looked like, because I thought it looked horrible. I mean, horrible at first, but it looks, in person, it's not bad at all. And Knockout is one of my favorite characters from the Prime series, so this is a must-have for me either way. Just can't wait for his late partner to come out, Breakdown. Just would kind of sad. Would be get a toy before whenever you get him, be a dead toy at that point. Yep. I'd really only recommend this figure to die-hard fans of the series because doesn't have universal appeal. If you're, say, a G1er and you weren't familiar with the Prime series, you really wouldn't care too much for this guy. But if you're a huge fan of the Prime series, then this is a must-have because Knockout's a great character and this represents him fairly well. Just missing a few little details here and there, but still a pretty fun and good looking toy. Until next time, thank you for watching.